I've put my name as the Secretary General, as my candidate as Secretary General for the UNWTO, because I feel it is a chance for Africa to make it. But we also need to rally in democracy, whilst we are putting our name forward to respect the rights of everybody. Today, I want to wish my colleague from Zimbabwe well, and I hope he does the same for me. It is together that we will show that Africa, through its diversity, and Africa, through the 54 states that exist, we believe in democracy. But what would I do if I make it to the seat of UNWTO as Secretary General? The first thing that we need is to be able to rally the world of tourism under the one umbrella of the UNWTO. This is beyond Africa. It is talking to Asia, it is talking to Australasia, it is talking to the Americas and Europe. We need to find all the member states who are today not members of the UNWTO, yet they are member states of tourism. We need to bring them together because it will be important for us to speak with a one voice. Just for information, the United States of America are not part of the UNWTO. Great Britain is not part of it. Singapore is not part of it. Norway is not part of it. Australia is not part of it. And the list goes on and on and on. I feel that I've got the ability to rally everybody to be part of this body so that we really put tourism in the forefront in this next mandate of the UNWTO. Second thing is the safety and security. When we have a problem, be it in Africa, be it in Europe, the problem affects us as Africa in two ways. Firstly, if it is in Africa, it affects the whole of Africa. But if it is in Europe, a key source market like Paris had a problem, immediately that source market dries up and you find tourists doesn't come to our part of the world. You need the UNWTO to be sitting today with ministers of internal affairs, with ICAO people for airlines, so that together we mitigate the problems when it arises. But also when there is a tragedy, like when we had the Ebola, we need to find a way, because immediately after Ebola, the world had put travel advisories on Africa, but the whole of Africa suffers. We need now for the UNWTO to be mandated to send a representative immediately so that when the matter is sorted out, we can immediately free this country from travel advisories. The third point that we really need to look at, and this I say it with a lot of emotion, UNWTO needs also to change. It needs to change to be what is needed to be today. If you look at, we are operating from Madrid, we have a desk director for Africa, but we are too far from Africa itself. So we need now one or two officers in Africa to look after the interests of Africa. The same thing can be said about the Americas and Australasia and the rest of the world. We need to find a way to have an office or two officers in Africa, and my commitment is to be able to open this as soon as I take office, to have an African office that looks at Africa, that looks at the aspirations of Africa, the needs of Africa, so that Africa can be better informed what happens in the world of tourism, and the world of tourism can be better informed what happens in Africa. We know that sustainable tourism is the way forward. But how can we, as the UN body, work with Africa if we are not in Africa? Africa suffers from every disaster. Africa suffers from a disaster which then affects its tourism industry. I believe if we have these field officers for small island states, for Africa, for Australasia, for the Americas, we will be able to keep in focus the developments taking place today. The list goes on what I will do for Africa, but I can assure Africa, I will work at that post of the UNWTO Secretary General with as much passion, with as much tenacity as I've done when I was minister in the Seychelles. I've made a good go of the Seychelles tourism industry. It is now one that is working well. It's a pillar of the economy of Seychelles, and I hope that if I take the seat, I will help Africa grow its cake for the benefit of every African.